Is it better to attend an online tax lien auction or an in-person tax lien or deed auction for that matter? So let's dive into that here today because as we are growing in technology, there are a lot more opportunities for you to be able to attend an online tax lien sale. So we're going to explore here today which one is better, which one should you focus on, and we're going to chat about the pros and cons of each platform because they definitely both have their pros and cons. So if you're watching this, odds are you probably haven't done a tax lien yet, or maybe even a tax deed. So what we're going to chat about is going to be able to the crossovers are very similar when it comes to the research. And you're going to find a lot of counties are now starting to do online auctions. And this can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing depending on where you are. So let's chat about online tax lien auctions. So first off, let's look at the cons, the pros and cons, right? So first off, you can have sometimes technical glitches or issues with the websites, and some of these websites can be very confusing. And some of the websites look like they were put together by a seventh grader who just learned how to use a computer. Okay. From there, a lot of the times with the tax lien sale with these, sometimes it's really hard if you don't have boots on the ground. That can be a negative as well. There can be overwhelming choice, right? There can be 1,000 different things. And sometimes because it's easier to go to, there can be an increased amount of competition at online sales. And from there, you're depending on the online tools, maybe that the county's providing. You might have less local insight because you don't have that boots on the ground. You could have some security cyber concerns. Sometimes you have to fund like an escrow account for your tax liens because there's been bad apples who maybe bid on tax liens and they don't pay for them. So this is why some of these counties now have had to put systems in place where you have to deposit a certain amount of money and then maybe that money gets held for a certain amount of time, regardless if you get a property or not. And then what else do we have here? Yeah, from here, there's less ability to, negotiate. Perhaps if you want to go and talk to the county clerk and things like that, sometimes you can get much better insider information, but you can get different information if you're talking to them in person. So there are a lot of pros as well. And before we go into those, if you're first tuning in, appreciate you hopping on with me here today. I'm Dustin Hahn. I've been doing this stuff now for about 20 years. And the channel is dedicated to helping you use tax liens and deeds as your vehicle to get into real estate investing.